Guys, this is the Black Ranger review, and I am reviewing issue 34 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Beyond the Grid. So, I have a few opinions about this book. I want to do a more in-depth review of the entire arc soon, but right now, this book written by Marguerite Bennett, I'm not loving it. And I've tried to be open-minded and give it a chance, but I have a few issues with the story in whole. But my biggest problem right now is I don't know what's going on. I feel lost every time I read the book. And I get what it's trying to do, but it's really, really missing the mark for me sometimes. I mean, I want to try. First, I'll do the positives. The positive is I like the Solar Ranger. I like the idea behind her, and I like where her powers may have come from. That's about it. I feel like I never know who's really talking. I don't understand the bad guy. Is this a hologram in this middle of space? Is that him? You know, who are his soldiers? Everyone's faceless. On the cover, that's the Solar Ranger Zord. Spoiler. But I just find myself not caring by the time it showed up. How are her powers working? How are they using her powers to access the morphing grid? By the time they explain it, or they don't really explain it, but what they do explain, I don't care because it's not enough. And I've watched almost every season of Power Rangers, or I think I have watched every season of Power Rangers more or less. And I like all the characters that they chose to be on this team. The problem is they're not being used. They don't feel like they have their own voices. Like, I know what the Green Samurai Ranger should sound like, and he just sounds like a guy. And there's a part in this book, actually first let me just say, without spoilers, that 1 to 10, I guess I give it a 4.5 I'll give it. And I don't want to do that, because I think Marguerite Bennett is a good writer. I've read some of her stuff from Marvel and DC, and people need to understand sometimes you could be a good writer, but not be good on a certain book. And I feel like I think this issue 4 that she's been writing, she's not great on this book, and I hope that works, and I hope the art gets cleaned up. I feel like the art is all over the place. I feel like I never know who I'm looking at or what I should be looking at. I hate the art. I'll say it right now, I hate the art. I really want to change the art. I think that'll make a big difference in how I can focus on points of the story. So now for spoilers. So if you don't want to know any spoilers, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Now with spoilers, in this story, we, like I said, see the Megazord. But before that, we see these holograms of all the other Rangers Megazord when they're fighting, I think his name's the Predator. And when this is all happening, I have no idea what's going on. Even though I just told you what just happened, I still don't know what's going on exactly. And that's a big problem where I can't focus on anything. Again, because of the art, not because of the writing, but the art is just, it hurts my eyes sometimes. It's weird. And also, there's a part where the Predator, I think, is talking in their head and talking about all their insecurities. How does he know this? How is he in their head? Have we ever been explained why he knows all this? You need to give me a reason to care about each character so I can care about their insecurities. But instead, you're jumping right to this. I don't know anyone's voice in this book yet, other than the Solar Ranger and maybe the Coinless Universe Ranger Slayer. And it just feels really scattered-brained and all over the place. And but the ending wasn't bad, but I still feel like we're in the same problem we were 5 issues ago. And I feel like nothing's really being resolved. I feel like the character development, other than the Solar Ranger, I don't feel like there is any character development. I feel like everyone's still what they were 5 issues ago. I feel like Power Rangers isn't a story about being lost in space. I feel like it can be, if done right, but normally it's not. And also, you're calling this book Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, right? You should give me some Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I mean, not just the Coinless Universe, I mean one of the originals. I feel like there's pockets of the story that can work as their own stories, but right now, this book is just not working for me. and I wish it was, because I think she's a good writer, and you have those assholes online that want to go, oh, because she's an SJW or because she's a woman, she can't write. No, that's bull. She's a very competent, good writer. Read her Angela run in Marvel, and I can't remember what book of hers I liked in DC, but there was one. She did the Bombshells book too, which was really fun, but I can't. There's one particular book in DC that I can't remember now, but I remember I really liked it. And yeah, I just think they need to figure out what they're doing. And also, on a side note, side tangent, I'm really, really tired of these mini stories in the back. Like, I don't think anyone cares about them. They took up a lot of space during Shattered Grid, where I'm like, no, give me 3 more pages of Shattered Grid. Give the writer Kyle Higgins more space. If you're going to use that real estate of pages, put it on the thing I care about. Because right now, I don't know what that was going on in the Blue Centurion Ninja story. I don't care. That's not why I buy the book. You know, save that for an annual or something like that. But right now, like, tell me what this thing is. What is it? I don't know what it is. So I hope this story wraps up relatively soon. I mean, I'm not saying kick off Marguerite off the book, but I think they need to focus again and know where the story's going and maybe reorganize the team, because right now this team I don't necessarily care about, and I don't even know how many people on the team, honestly. I can't keep up. Who's back on Terra Nova or Terra Venture or whatever, and who's on the team, and who has powers and who doesn't, and when they have powers. I just find myself not caring, and Go-Go is really, really good. Maybe when Go-Go's done, or both at the same time, have Ryan, I forgot his name, Ryan something, have him write the main book, because he's really good. He's good at getting into their deep personalities. If anything, at least have maybe Marguerite and Ryan write the book, because he's good at getting the personality, and I feel like Marguerite has the grand story. It's just not coming together, and I feel like that needs to be worked on really hardcore. So I want people to stick with the book, obviously, because we need all the readers we can get and keep the book going. But much like Power Rangers in the real world, you have good seasons, you have bad seasons, you have in-between seasons. And I feel like right now we're in a rocky start for this season. Alright, thank you guys for watching my little review. Please come back, please like, share, and subscribe. I've been the Black Ranger Reviewer. Thanks for watching.